Good morning, everyone. I'm Dale Clegg, and I've known the McCarthy family for a long time. I remember my two girls were roughly about the same age as these kids who are presenting today when the McCarthy family walked in and carrying their little munchkin at the time. But I was still surprised and honored to be asked to mentor Nick. Nick is a seventh grader. He goes to the Albert Einstein Academy, which is a charter school over in the South Park or Golden Gate or Golden Hills neighborhoods. He likes science and he likes physical education, and not necessarily in that order. He plays video games. Are you good at video games? He's good at video games. But I became aware of Nick as a volunteer. Each month he accompanies his mom down to Rachel's house, and Bonnie's leads a band of merry volunteers each month where we feed 25 to 40 women, hopefully a healthy, nutritious, and delicious meal. And Nick's there every time, loyally standing with his mom and willing to do whatever it is that she asks him to do. And I learned that it's customary, once the women have all had their meal and it's time to clean up, it's customary to plate up the leftovers and carry trays of food out into the street to feed hungry people who may be homeless or with uncertain what's going on at that moment in their life. And so this one time, Nick and I were out with our tray of food and we're looking for candidates to give the food to. We notice a woman who's down the street, and we walk down towards her, and she's laying on the sidewalk on her stomach. And so Nick gets down near her and offers her a plate of food, and she graciously accepts the food. And then she says, "Say, do you have any cigarettes?" So as we're walking away, he looks up and says, "Well, nobody's asked me that before." I don't know what the lesson was, but I'm pretty sure God was speaking to us at that moment. So anyway, it's with my great pride and pleasure to present Nick McCarthy today. Unexpected.
My Covenant by me, Nick McCarthy. I first joined the church when I was about 2 years old. Yeah. So, on this journey, the church has helped me show that confirmation is about such as helping others at Rachel's house and the Winter Shelter Project. And here's me at Rachel's house. And here's me at Rachel's house with my mentor, Dale Clegg. So in confirmation, we learn about a few different topics such as the afterlife, God, Jesus, and other religions, and of course the Bible. So here's me when I was younger learning at Sunday school. Okay, so we learned about a few different religions such as Islam, the Jewish religion, the Quaker religion, and church very similar to our church. And at Islam, we learned that they're very serious religion. They dress very nice, and at the Jewish, we had a Passover Seder, and they have a lot of strange food, such as parsley dipped in salt water. And at the Quaker, it's completely silent, and yeah. And at the Christian Christian Fellowship, UCC, it's very similar to ours, except it's a lot more formal and there's a lot more singing. Okay, so at church we also have like a lot of fun in like say Los Posadas youth group, different games in Sunday school, Memorial Day, and a few other events like Halloween Carnival. And here's me with one of my good friends at Los Posadas. Okay, so what I think about God is that He is our guardian and our creator. What I think about Jesus is that He is our guardian, our savior, and forgiving. In the afterlife, well, I'm 13 and I don't really know. Thank you.
That was awesome.